Coming up this morning on DC News Now, a warm-up is on the way after a brutal start to the week. What you can expect today, plus when rain will enter the forecast. Also ahead, ceasefire extended again in the war between Israel and Hamas. What the extension means for hostages in Gaza. And a national icon has passed away.
The essence of diplomacy is to build permanent relationships.
We're remembering the life and legacy of former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger. Back in safe hands.
Hey, baby. Oh, my, I can't even believe this. Oh, my gracious.
How police were able to reunite this dog with her owner in Prince George's County. Plus, saving big on your holiday shopping, we're stretching your dollar with gifts for the whole family.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning, taking a live look at the National Monument there off in the distance. The sun not rising quite yet, still very dark, but also very cold on this Thursday. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us on DC News Now. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tosin Fakile in for Tanaya Wright. Liberty is tracking your commute this morning on this Friday Eve, but we begin with Brittany. And Brittany, a milder start to the morning. I mean, 30s trump 20s.
That is true.
Age-wise and temperature-wise. But, you know, it's getting warmer.
You know, 20s, we are
not
better. Yeah, sorry. I just had to throw that in there because she was throwing shade at me, you know. 20s are way
Wait
better.
till you get to the 30s club, honey.
But yes, to answer your question, overall, not as cold this morning than it's been the past couple of mornings. Currently in the nation's capital, 33 degrees, 28 as you head over there to Frederick. So still fairly chilly out there, below freezing as you head along Woodstock and Luray. The good news is we do see a warm up as we head through your afternoon. Highs right around seasonable, getting back into the lower 50s. And then we're holding on to the 50s Friday and Saturday, but we are tracking some showers as we end out your work week. Liberty?
Yeah, we just see an accident that has just popped up. This is on Ashburn on 7 eastbound between Belmont Ridge Road near Ashburn Village Boulevard. So that just popped up moments ago. So do expect delays in that area. Just watch out. And now we're looking at the inner and outer loop of the Capitol Beltway, though. In those areas, we're seeing lots of green there on your screen. So it's a smooth ride for you, a smooth drive for you early this morning before you head out the door. But just be aware of that one issue in Ashburn. I'll send it to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, Liberty. 6:01 later this morning, D.C. Council will be discussing some bills that'll impact students in most D.C. schools.
And they say two of those bills focus on giving students access to basic human needs and extended education. DC News Now's Lex Warris is live this morning at the Wilson Building with the latest on all of this. Lex, good morning to you. What can you tell us about it all?
Yeah, good morning, Corey and Tosin. Well, these bills, what they're going to do is look to tackle hunger and poverty for our students head on. One bill looks to offer free breakfast and lunch and after-school snacks to all D.C. students at schools participating in the National School Lunch Program. With this bill, there will not be any extra eligibility requirements for students to get the food. The D.C. Food Policy Council estimates that this will cost about $8 million annually, but 86% of that cost is covered with funds the district already has. The other bill gets students access to money for college by requiring them to file a FAFSA application in order to graduate. This requirement would start with the class of 2024. Students can opt out of the prerequisite, but will have to fill out a waiver from the Office of the State Superintendent of Education to do so. And the council meeting is set to start at 10 o'clock this morning. This will be a public hearing with people speaking before the council as well. They do expect that to last all workday. Live in Pink Quarter, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thanks for that update. And also coming up at 8 o'clock right here on DC News Now, I'm speaking with Jessica Giles with Education Reform Now. She's set to testify today at the hearing that Lex was talking about the bill that would require DC high school students to fill out FAFSA to get their diploma. We'll hear from her at about 8:15 this morning. And DC Mayor Muriel Bowser is encouraging families to register for EdFest, DC's annual public school fair. Starting this Saturday, families with pre-K through 8th graders can attend EdFest at the DC Armory. It runs from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then next Saturday, December 9th, families with 9th through 12th graders can check out EdFest at Eastern High School. That'll be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration is required at myschooldc.org/events/edfest.
Youth Voices Matter. That was the message coming out of the annual Youth Town Hall meeting last night in Montgomery County. County Council President Evan Glass says the meeting and all youth advocacy impacts their community.
I think just like even starting from 6th grade, just seeing a lot of the different issues that I found in my own school and trying to find a way to voice those opinions, and then also just the community that was in SGA, just such a group of intelligent and inspired advocates really drew me to student government as a whole, and I just wanted to continue to stay involved.
And other students say the meeting was a chance to experience their goal of being part of the county council firsthand. Officials are working to find the suspects who carjacked an FBI agent in Northeast D.C. Police say this happened near Lincoln Park on Capitol Hill just before 4 o'clock yesterday. According to officials, 2 armed suspects stole the vehicle. Authorities say it was recovered a half hour later, about a mile from where it was taken. And this is not the first law enforcement vehicle stolen in D.C.
Yeah, that's correct. Earlier this month, a University of D.C. police cruiser was stolen. Police later found it abandoned in Northwest. They found and arrested a suspect in that case. Also, earlier this month, police arrested a woman accused of stealing an ambulance in Southeast. Investigators say she took the ambulance while crews were treating a patient. The ambulance was later found a few blocks away.
Developing now, new video shows an alleged burglary at a pizzeria in Northeast D.C. Police say it happened at 3 a.m. Tuesday. You could see the man in a mask here trying to break down the front door of Menlo Mall in Brooklyn. He tries using some kind of a hammer and then kicks down the door. We spoke with the pizzeria's owner. She says this crime trend is something that needs to be addressed.
I feel this ambience of not being tough on crime just emboldens individuals who are prone to commit it, and if there are no consequences or no serious consequences, then why not?
The owner says the thief only took liquor and broke part of the door frame. Anyone with information on who the suspect is asked to contact police. D.C. Council held the first hearing on Mayor Bowser's crime bill that looks to hold criminals accountable.
And that bill also gives police additional tools as well. The Act Now bill is Mayor Bowser's effort to reduce crime in the city. Council members and residents gave hours of feedback. Most of it covered concerns about crime.
Residents concerned about armed robberies, about armed carjackings, about gun violence, about crime in their neighborhood. And this is obviously not a time for ideology, it's a time for solutions. And I think that's what we're all trying to work on. And that requires all of us to have an open mind in considering this in every proposal.
Council members say there is no timetable to vote on the proposal, but are expected to hold more hearings to discuss it.
New this morning, Arlington County has a new director of housing and development. Samia Bird will take on the role in January. Now, Bird says she has a passion for housing affordability and neighborhood revitalization. She is succeeding Claude Williamson, who is retiring after 26 years with the county. The Alexandria City Council is eliminating single-family only zoning. The unanimous vote happened yesterday. This means buildings with up to 4 units will be allowed to be built in any residential neighborhood. Critics, though, they argue the plan was rushed. However, advocates say it opens the door for more affordable housing options.
People want to talk about there's going to be too many people in the houses. These aren't high-density houses. To my frustration with the rhetoric and the fear-mongering and the misinformation, I want you all to know that you don't need to fear. We're not trying to, we don't have some ulterior motive, some secret agenda. Everybody up here on this dais cares about this city.
According to the Washington Post, the median home price in Alexandria was roughly $618,000 last month. Meantime, a new business is looking to create more affordable housing in the DMV. The company Module is the winner of the grant through Enterprise. Now, Module strives to bring easily built homes to communities of color for cheaper prices than other available homes. The company is planning to open small facilities in Maryland and Virginia to build these homes. It expects this to bring about 170 jobs to the region and generate $120 million for black businesses. Maryland Governor Wes Moore is announcing a new $400 million housing bond for first-time home buyers. This is being done through the Maryland Mortgage Program. The program helps finance down payments and closing costs for home buyers. Moore says this is the largest mortgage revenue bond in the State Department of Housing history.
6:09. Tomorrow, US 340 near Harpers Ferry will reopen ahead of schedule. The safety project removed dangerous rocks and debris from the mountainside. The project started on September 12th. It wasn't scheduled to end until December 11th. Around 3,500 tons of rock were removed during the project. Some of those boulders the size of cars. Crews installed mesh barriers to catch any rocks that may fall in the future. The rocky slopes tower anywhere from 150 to 300 feet above the roadway.
Even better news for the public is we were able to do some extra work while the closure was there that won't inconvenience them later. So that when we reopen this, they'll really have a nice road there for their commute.
That contract was over $10 million. And Fairfax County schools, they now have 28 new school electric buses, and they're not only giving students a smooth ride to class, but they're teaching them about the environment. Officials say the goal is to convert the entire fleet by 2035. School leaders say kids love the rides because it's new, different, quiet, and without fumes.
School bus is an extension of the classroom. So being able to introduce real-world technology that's going to affect their lives going forward is key to understanding and sparking curiosity.
Right now, Fairfax County has the biggest fleet of electric buses in the Commonwealth, but the district still has a way to go to convert all of its 1,600 school buses.